After Diana's funeral, the press is warned about the treatment of Princes William and Harry. Foreign Affairs Minister says Doyle's statement will allay suspicions over payment. And another blood scare in a Dublin hospital, but tests prove negative. Good evening. The British Prime Minister Tony Blair has said the press will face an immediate test of their restraint through the way they treat Princess Diana's sons, William and Harry. Mr Blair has backed a voluntary code of conduct to curb paparazzi activity rather than new privacy laws. Meanwhile, mourning for the late princess continued throughout Britain today. In Dublin, thousands of people joined in a memorial service attended by President Robinson.
There was no fall-off today in the huge numbers flocking to Kensington and Buckingham Palaces with flowers and tributes. Prime Minister Blair confirmed that he has appointed a government committee to look at ways in which Diana's legacy of goodwill can be harnessed, and he has asked the press to look at their future conduct, particularly their treatment of Princes William and Harry.
There is a real feeling that everyone's got to learn lessons from this. I was saying earlier, life doesn't go on the same. I don't think it should go on the same for us. I think for them too, for the newspapers, for the media, they need to reflect and learn some lessons of this.
Meanwhile, at St Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin this morning, people queued for over 2 hours to attend an ecumenical service in honour of Diana. President Mary Robinson arrived on one of her last official duties to applause from the crowds. She was joined by the Taoiseach Bertie Ahern, the Taoiseach opposition leaders and several ministers. All Christian churches and the Jewish community here were represented. Several charities took part in the procession, including representatives from the Irish Red Cross, Children's Hospitals and the Dublin AIDS charities. British Ambassador Veronica Sutherland read the first lesson and Archbishop Desmond Connell gave the final blessing. Addressing the congregation, Dean of St Patrick's Maurice Stewart said that Diana developed her capacity to help others through her own personal suffering.
She knew what it was to suffer, mentally, physically, to the point almost of total despair. She knew what it was to feel helpless and hopeless, even in spite of privilege, to feel outcast and unwanted.
And in Belfast today, the Lord Mayor, Alban McGuinness, was among those who attended a memorial service in St Anne's Cathedral, led by Archbishop Robin Eames.
Mother Teresa's funeral is to take place